Shalom. First, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Racha, Kodash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to the elect. This is from Sky News. Okay, it was published. Let me see. Okay, it might not be this one actually. Hold on 1 second. Households banned from meeting in Birmingham. There it is. There it is. This is okay, so this is Birmingham Live. It looks like I had the wrong one loaded up. But this is also good too. Okay. Uh, this was August 22nd, 2020. Okay, but there was one that's more recent. But you know what? Actually, I'll read this one first and then we'll just see if there's any additional information in this article. So August 22nd, that's fairly recent. Now it says coronavirus, Oldham, Pendle, and Blackburn households are banned from meeting as Birmingham added to watch list. It says different households will be unable to meet in Oldham, Pendle, and Blackburn in any setting, including in parks and beer gardens. Okay, and it says Oldham, Pendle, and Blackburn have escaped local lockdowns, but strict new social distancing measures have been introduced instead, following a spike in coronavirus cases. All right, once again, that second wave. All right, as the numbers are going up. Now this time, all right, you can expect them to, to put in some more insane, all right, draconian laws. Okay. Now it says different households will no longer be able to meet with each other in the three areas in any setting. So if you're living in these three areas that I read, all right, Oldham, Pendle, and Blackburn, you're not gonna be able to you're not gonna be able to meet, all right, with a different household in any setting. You can't meet in the park. You can't meet in the beer gardens. All right, none of that. It says while extra coronavirus restrictions, which were enforced in Wigan, Darwin, and Rosendale, have been removed. The changes came into force at midnight on Friday. Birmingham has also been added to this week's watch list as an area of enhanced support, meaning it will receive extra resources for additional testing and contact tracing, and Northampton becomes an area of intervention, placing it in the highest risk category and requiring the most support. Okay, so now they're saying, all right, you can't meet somebody of a different household. So if it's your friend or, whatever the case may be, you can't meet them if you're living within those respective areas. The leader of Oldham Council, I believe that's Clear Scene or Sean, or however you would pronounce that, Fielding, and if you have some names, man, said public transport should be for absolutely essential use only, and the number of people allowed to attend weddings and funerals would be reduced in the town. Now, how do you enforce that public transport is used for is used for essential use only? Well, you question people. You know, it says he told Sky News, given our position in the table and our infection rate in Oldham, some degree of restriction was inevitable. But what we have fought strongly against here in Oldham is the kind of economic lockdown that we saw in Leicester. All right, it says that would be utterly disastrous for our economy. Here, closing businesses that only recently reopened. The reality is that because of our interconnectivity to other parts of Greater Manchester, many of those businesses that became COVID secure probably would not have been able to reopen because of the damage that would have been inflicted on them. Check this out. Any restrictions on people's freedom is regrettable, but I think that given restrictions were inevitable, uh, given our infection rate, that is better than the alternative. Okay, so yeah, they're saying it restricting people's freedom is regrettable, They quote unquote understand that, but based on the circumstances, all right, it's inevitable, all right, based on because of their infection rate, and that's their justification. We understand that this is an infringement upon your freedoms and your your rights and privileges, but it's necessary because of this coronavirus. Sort of trying to play the lesser of two evils card. Is it more evil to take away your rights, or is it more evil to let Corona kill you? You know. Um, it says it has not yet been made clear when the new restrictions will be introduced. The action was agreed with local leaders by Health Secretary Matt Hancock, NHS Test and Trace, and Joint Biosecurity Center and Chief Medical Officer for England, Professor Chris Whitty. Now, what you're seeing is in different locations, different parts of the world, they have is basically the same or similar concept being established in slightly different ways, but they're all approaching that one way, which is that ultimate, you know, no freedom, police state, do as you're told. You don't think for yourself, we think for you kind of life. Okay, to now where you can't meet somebody of a different household. So if you used to meet, maybe you want to I don't know, meet a chick or a friend, you want to go out to the movies, but it's closed, so you guys usually meet in the park, or you go for a walk or whatever it may be, work out together. But now they're saying if you have different households, you can't meet. Oh well, probably excuse being, well, if they have it, now you have it, and you bring it to your household, and it spreads like that. Okay, now let's take a look at this. Okay, it says this is from Birmingham Live. Where is included in new Birmingham lockdown as bans on household meetings announced? Okay, man, this thing is annoying. This thing keeps popping up, but let's see what we can get from this. Okay. A new Birmingham lockdown will ban household meetings in Birmingham, Sandwell, and Solihull. The following areas now escalated to areas of national intervention. And notice how, let me see, does it give us a date? All right, this is September 11th. So the article I read before was in August. All right. And they were saying they're not sure when it's going to be put into place. Well, here we are on September 11th, and they're letting you know that they're about to put it into place. Okay. So it says here the following areas now escalated to areas of national intervention. The ban will take effect from Tuesday, September 15th. So starting Tuesday, September 15th, in these specific locations. All right. The three areas are Birmingham, Sandwell, and Solihull. The restrictions are on meeting between households. The three local authorities affected are to be restricted in their entirety. Though the ban does not come into effect until Tuesday, people are asked to observe the guideline or the guidance before then. All right, and you're literally seeing it right in front of you. They're taking away, all right, your common, ability to do things that they shouldn't even be able to infringe upon, but they're doing it because people are allowing them to do it. Ultimately, according to prophecy, okay, this is gonna happen anyway. All right, but just understand that these are the steps that are driving the world into that sci-fi dystopian world, futuristic kind of thing. Well, guess what? You're gonna see it, man. You're literally seeing the process of it right now. You're living in it, and but they move it through gradualism. This is an example of gradualism and desensitizing the minds of the people. Okay, as we always make reference to the boiling frog method, where if you put a frog in hot water, of course it'll jump out. But if you put it in, let's say, lukewarm water and slowly turn up the heat, all right, eventually the frog will boil to death, because by the time the frog realizes, damn, this shit hot, it's too late. And that's what they're doing with you people. Slowly but surely, and they're getting there, they're getting there, and then next thing you know, you turn around and you say, hold up, last week they put certain laws into place, but 2 months ago they weren't. Like it's like over time the laws are getting more and more, personal. They're getting more and more harsh. Okay, and it's like your wiggle room is getting less and less. First is stay at home. Now it's you can't meet somebody from another household. It comes as further 9 people, and this is only look. Let's read. It comes as a further 9 people who tested positive for coronavirus have died in hospital in England, bringing the total number of confirmed reported deaths in hospitals to 29,648. NHS England said on Friday. Patients were aged between 79 and 88 years old and all had known underlying health conditions. The dates of the deaths were between September 8th and September 10th, and 7 occurred in the northwest region. So basically, it's like, well, the first time the pandemic came, it was our first time handling it. You know, we weren't as quick to shut things down, so it got really bad. But this time is going to be worse. But we already know certain mitigation laws that we got to put into place. So we're not going to wait till it gets bad. The second we see that expected second wave coming, we're just going to start putting these laws into place. And that's what they're doing. Okay. And you'll see it, man. It says another 2 deaths were reported with no positive COVID-19 test result. We are at a crossroads, and in light of rising infection rates, the government wants us now to have a reset moment, says Dr. Lola Abudu, Midlands Region Deputy Director for Public Health England. The virus has taken a terrible toll on our communities, she said. Uh, Today there have been a further 133 cases of COVID-19 in Wales, bringing the total number of confirmed cases in the country to 19,064. Notice how it's always Europe, these countries in Europe and different parts of the world, all right? And lastly, America. Okay? Lastly, America. Because when man, this place is facing this is about to man be hit with some stuff, man. Okay? You got the civil unrest, you got these wildfires, okay? You got evictions, okay? You got chaos brewing, racial tensions, all this amidst another wave, all right, on its way, about to say hello to this place with the vaccine as well, not to forget that. Okay, so it says Public Health Wales said no further deaths have been reported, with the total number of deaths since the beginning of the pandemic remaining at 1,597. All right, and hey man, this is just going to show you, okay, that they're coming with it, man. Okay, they're coming with it. Each time they bring out something new, it's more, it's worse than the first. Okay, it's worse than the first, and people are just going with it, man. All right, now this is Second Ezra 16 and 69. It says, "And they that consent unto them shall be had in derision and in reproach and trodden underfoot." Because by the time you realize, all right, you've signed away and consented and given up everything, man. You to the point where now it's gone from them taking away your privileges to them just straight up enslaving you. Okay? This is Isaiah chapter 10, verse 1. Woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees and that write grievousness which they have prescribed. Okay? Prescribed, man. Before scribe right. They have already planned these things, Micah 2 and 1. And they're bringing them to come to pass. These things, all right, I don't believe that this is organic. Okay, it's set up, all right, and it's used as a means to an end. And the end they want to get is first chaos, and then their order through the chaos. All right, that is how they work, man. With a big side of population decrease and genocide in the midst of it. Okay, they want that chaos, man, because they want to. What they're trying to do is really decrease 90% of the population and control what's left, because they want to start off with a small few, all right, and then they're gonna be able to control the birth rate. They're gonna control how many kids you can have, and they're gonna control what those kids are taught. So then, if they want to increase the population again, it'll be under their, their rules. You know what I'm saying? Their laws, so on and so forth. All right. They really want that. That's what they want to do. Okay. And they've planned for that. So the chaos in their mind is supposed to get rid of all the, all of us who are used to this pre-New World Order mindset. Okay. Whether it's through diseases, man-made famines, civil wars, civil unrest. All right. They're fanning the flames of all these population decreasing disasters. Okay. And ultimately, man, the scriptures already told us what the deal is. Okay. And we bring these scriptures out countless amount of times because when they actually start happening, we're not gonna be bringing them out. All right, when all hell's breaking loose, you're not gonna see us on the street corners bringing out these precepts. The prophecies will speak for themselves. Okay, and at that time, we're gonna be looking to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua to protect us. Okay, because at that time we've done our job. Okay, and now we banking on the Lord. All right, to come through. But for the rest of you, as it says, ye that consent unto them, you're gonna be had in derision, man, and trodden underfoot. And there's gonna be no escape, all right, for the masses of the people. Okay, your guns won't save you. Your begging and your tears, nothing is gonna, save you because scriptures say they're gonna be like madmen. Okay, they're gonna come in there and the only thing they care about is accomplishing their orders. Okay, so with that, I hope you were edified. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Rakha Kudash. Until next time, Shalom.